All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome you guys back to my channel. In today's video, what we're doing now is we're going to take you guys on a virtual tour of what we call a Huffy mountain bike. This is a Huffy mountain bike. And what we have here to your left is we have a fat bike. I wanted to let you guys know that we're not doing a tour of the fat bike today because we've already done it yesterday. And as you guys could tell, we did a tour of it yesterday with all the modifications that I've done to it. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how the mountain bike works. We're going to talk about the fat bike a little bit as well before we get started, okay? All right, so here's this. So what we have here is a Huffy mountain bike. What I want you guys to see here is on your mountain bike, you can see here at the back wheel, you can see there is a Shimano gear shift. There's a gear shift right back here. And you can see here there's also a gear shift at the front. There's also two gear shifts at the front. All right. So before we get started, there's been a really big request by some of our viewers here on YouTube about this mountain bike here. One of you guys has requested me to ride this, and no, I will not ride this bike because of it being my mother's. I wanted to let you guys know that this is my mother's bike. This is hers, not mine. This is my mother's bike, not mine. I wanted to let you guys know that this right here is a bike, and I wanted to let you guys know I bought it for her from Walmart. As you guys can tell here, it's been like a hidden calamity here, just doing videos on it and then just doing all this other crap here too. Okay. All right. So what we have here with your mountain bike here, is, as you can see, I'm going to go to the right-hand side of it. I'm going to go to the right-hand side here. I'm over here on the right-hand side of the camera. So if you guys can tell here, you can see me right here on this side right here too. Okay. All right. So what we have here is, if you look at this right here, you have what is called a seat. You have a seat. You have the cockpit, which is right here. We're going to do most of our tours at, okay? And we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we're going to do, what we're going to do to the fat bike, to the mountain bike, all right? Now over to your left, you have what is called your fat tire bike, all right? So most of you guys that don't know about the fat tire bike already, I did some modifications to it yesterday. Or a couple of days ago. I added what is called a speedometer. I'm gonna probably order a bike speedometer for my mother there as well because of the steep terrain that this bike can go on. This is a full all-terrain mountain bike. All right. So what we have here is, as you can see here on the cockpit, you could tell on both of these wheels, you can tell they do have reflectors. Okay, they do have reflectors, as you can see. What we have here on your mountain bike here is, as you can see, as I'm sitting down on it, as you guys can tell, I'm sitting down on it. As you can tell here, this mountain bike here does a really good job of staying in sync with how you're pedaling. Okay, it does do a really good job in staying in sync with how you're pedaling. Okay, so I wanted to let you guys know, I'm going to take this bike on a run real quick before I end the video. I wanted to let you guys know that this bike here is not a toy. As you can see here, you have two Shimano gear shifters. Okay, so what we have here are gear shifts. Okay, you can see these two gear shifts on both the left and the right. You can see they're both on the left and the right, which means that basically you can adjust the gear speed if you want to. You can adjust your speed if you want to, and then that'll be it. All right. Now, you could see here on this bicycle here, which is the fat tire bike. I can adjust the speed on that as well, and I can do a lot more things. I can do a lot more things better on your mountain bike there as well. Okay. So I wanted you guys to know that this mountain bike here is going to be really nice for her to use, as well. Okay, and that's really nice as well. So as you guys can tell here on your mountain bike, what you're going to get here are 2 gear shifts, and you're going to see that you're going to get a reflector at the front. You're also going to get 2 cord. You're also going to get 3 cords here, or 4 cords here, which are going to allow you to use your gear shift. Okay. Now my mother has asked me while I was on her bike, but as you guys can tell, I'm doing an orientational tour of this bike. Okay, as you guys can tell here with this video here. All right. So you can see here that this bike also has a really nice seat. You can see the seat also allows you to sit down whenever you go to ride your fat bike. Whenever you're going to ride your bike, as you're riding your bicycle, what you could see here is that most bicycles do have a seat. All right. You can see you have a seat on that one. You have a seat on this one right here too. Okay. So on your mountain bike, what you're going to get here is you're going to get a really nice carbon steel frame. You can see this is the carbon steel frame that's on this mountain bike here. Okay. Now you're going to get a really nice carbon steel frame. Okay, which is really nice here as well. Okay. I wanted to go for a ride on this mountain bike here before I put it up, because I wanted to explain to you guys that this mountain bike here can ride really well on grassy conditions. So I wanted to show you guys that this mountain bike here is really nice in color. Okay, it's a really nice teal green in color. As you can see, it's teal green in color. Now what's really nice about this bike here is, as you can see here, you have a shock at the front and a shock at the back. You have a shock at the front and a shock at the back. Okay, see this right here? These are your shocks, and you can see these are your shocks right here. You can see these are your shocks right here. They do have, you can see that you do have a front and rear brake here as well on your mountain bike here as well. So ladies and gentlemen, on your mountain bike, what you're going to see here is you're going to get 2 brakes. You're going to have a front brake, which is right here, and a rear brake, which is right here. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know that in most conditions, when you're riding your fat bike, you have to understand riding your fat bike is more comfortable than just riding this bike here. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know that when you're riding your bicycle, you have to be aware there are certain situations you can get yourself into. Okay, like I said before, on your bicycle, what you're going to see here is that this right here is just going to be your plain tire mountain bike. Okay, and over to your right, you have the fat tire bicycle. Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys about this one here as well. You can see that this bike here has 1 gear shift, and it also has 2 brakes on it, a front brake and a rear brake, a front brake and a rear brake. Okay, just like I said before on your mountain bike here too. Okay, so that's what you're going to get on your mountain bike there as well. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that should do it for today's look at the mountain bike. I wanted to let you guys know that if you're wanting to see us ride these 2 bicycles today, I'll send you guys a video of it today, but it's just going to be a ride that's going to be published on YouTube. So wanted to let you guys know that most fat bike videos that I have done before are going to be published on YouTube. Okay, as you guys could tell here, I did one a couple of days ago. I tried to do one yesterday over an hour long, and it couldn't do it over an hour long, so I was very pissed off about that. But next time I just go for a ride, I'll just take my fat bike and I'll take the GoPro camera with me, and then that'll be it. So I wanted to let you guys know that riding the fat bike is going to be a lot more challenging than I thought. But I wanted to let you guys know that in this video here, I wanted to move my fat bike out of the way so that you guys could get a better view of me riding this bike, riding this bicycle, okay? I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit so that you guys can see how to ride the fat bike here. I wanted to move that out of the way so that you guys can see the mountain bike here a little bit more. So you can see, guys, the reflectors are located on both the sides of the wheels. You can see they're located on both the left and the right. You can see it. The bike does have some instructions to it, so I will not be removing those. But I wanted to show you guys how well this bike really rides. Okay, so that'll be it for today's review. But now what I'm fixing to do is I'm fixing to go for a ride on this bike and show you guys how well it rides. So there you go. All right, so that's going to be how the bike works right there. That's going to be how the bike works right there. Wanted to let you guys know that I'm fixing to put the kickstand down on this son of a gun. Wanted to let you guys know that you have to bend down to put the kickstand down. All right, so I wanted to let you guys know that this kickstand will be going down on the fat bike, on the bike here as well. So what I'm fixing to do here, y'all, is right now this bike does ride pretty well, okay? So wanted to let you guys know that in order for Mama to ride this bike, I'm gonna cut those instructions off, and I'm gonna cut this tag off right here at the front so that she can ride it without any hassles, all right? Without those instructions in that paper being a hassle, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, now what we're gonna do is for comparison, I'm gonna demonstrate the fat bike. I'm gonna demonstrate the fat bike a little bit before I start riding it. All right. So I'm gonna get on the fat bike a little bit before I start moving around. I'm gonna get on the fat bike in the camera so that you guys can see what it looks like getting on that son of a gun. So what I'm doing now is I'm riding the fat bike to show you guys how it works, how well this thing rides. See there? That's the comparison of the mountain bike and the fat bike. That's the comparison of the fat bike and the mountain bike. So, wanted to let you guys know, if you guys like these little rides that I did, please like and subscribe, all right? So that's going to be it for today's video on the orientational tour of the fat bike, plus the ride comparison of each bike. That'll do it for today's video. Have a great day.